This is a very good news because Mother Nature has been cooperating very favorably.
What a difference a week can make. Manitoba's flood outlook brings more good news even after a harsh winter.
Our province has seen the third worst winter in terms of snowfall, with the worst being in 1923.
Most basins in Manitoba received over 80 centimeters of snow in the winter, with some areas in southeast Manitoba, including the White Shell Lake area, receiving over 160 centimeters of snow.
Despite a major amount of snow, major is no longer a word being used when describing Red River flooding. That risk is now moderate in an unfavorable scenario, with water levels akin to the 2013 flood.
While the updated report shows more positive, we are still expecting to operate the Red River floodway and are remaining vigilant as there is always a possibility of a spring weather event.
The flood risk in the eastern region is now minor to moderate, and the Assiniboine, Pembina, and Souris rivers have changed to low risk. Emerson's first peak is estimated to come March 30th, with the Red River Valley around April 2nd, and Winnipeg's within the next 3 days of that.
So far, the past 2 weeks, the weather has been very favorable, as there has not been any significant precipitation, and the temperatures have been staying near zero. These conditions are allowing for a very gradual melt, reducing the runoff as the water has time to get absorbed in the ground.
And we're assuring Manitobans that we are well prepared for what might come our way, assuming the forecast doesn't stay as rosy as it is.
For homeowners at risk of overland flooding, Home Inspector Christian Kalk says you should focus on gutters and grading because your best way out of a flood is to work diligently to avoid it in the first place.
Looking for standing water around and against the foundation outside the house. If the water sits there long enough, it can find a way in through even an intact foundation. So clearing that out, giving it a place to drain as soon as possible is one of the best ways to avoid water entry.
Kalk says standing water sometimes hides in snowbanks or divots in ice, so it's best to break those apart too before another melt occurs. In Winnipeg, Mike Albanese, City News.